Alright, first and foremost, I want to start this video off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Father, Ha'aba, Abanawa, Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, Akal Halayim, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shah, Wachabad, Wahadar. Alright, so starting the video off, I had something jump in my spirit, let you know. And the title or the concept of this video by the Spirit is gonna be salesmen versus a fisherman. A salesman versus a fisherman. Okay? Now, very interesting concept. Which I believe this will be used for admonition, exhortation, and edification all in one. Now, with a salesman, you think of, well, I'm gonna just roll up the spirit. So with a salesman, I think of a car lot and someone selling you things that they believe the average consumer, as we know through the scriptures, a carnal man to, desire or whatever. And you got a fisherman. Oh, before I mention the fisherman part, first and foremost, the Father told us to, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shah told us to come out of the world. Come out of her, my people, in the book of Revelation, that you be not partakers of her sins, iniquity, roughly paraphrasing. Now, that will automatically disqualify dealing with a salesman going to a car lot. You're going to a car lot to walk away with things of the earth, something that's of the earth. The scriptures also tell you, care not for the things of the earth, versus going towards a fisherman. Yahweh Shah, Hamashayak, he told us to follow him, or he told us to, you would make us a fisherman of men, when he was recruiting the disciples that were already chosen, because that was their lot. When he was talking to James and Andrew, they was on a boat fishing, I believe. And he just told them that, basically you're carnally fishing, but, I'm gonna make you a fisherman of men on the spiritual sense. Now, a salesman versus a fisherman. The salesman's trying to sell you things of the world. He's also leaving things out. And the fisherman is not trying to sell you anything. He's actually, like the scriptures tell us that roughly paraphrasing of the things which are freely given unto us. So this is not something in that sense that you have to buy. Now, you do buy it or pay for it, by making your body a living sacrifice, but that's about it. That's not even comparable. Like I said, the things we shall suffer, roughly paraphrasing, it's not, or to be compared, roughly paraphrasing, to the kingdom. So all the fisherman is trying to do is really trying to warn you, and strengthen you, your faith, and he's not leaving anything out. We're not leaving anything out in this. With a salesman, they're leaving certain things out, certain loopholes. It's a disclaimer. There's no disclaimer with this. Like, perfect example, in the book, in the Gospels, Yahushua said that in the parable of which parable was it? Pretty much when, the parable of when he was comparing what the kingdom was to what is it? Basically a man that owns a house and he's going away on a far journey, and he hired basically upkeepers of it to hire other men, to rent it out to them, and they were to do what they were supposed to with it. And this kind of is the same parable, but like from Mark and Luke, it'll differ slightly in wording, So basically, when Yahushua was basically giving an example of the man going around himself, the spirit, seeing these idle men standing around, and he asked them why were they standing around in the marketplaces, and he told them because no one had, called them or whatever. So he called them and bid them, and at the end of it, they came in with the ones who were already in, and they did what they was told to do, and they signed up and they got the same reward. So I'm saying that to get to the point of there's nothing left out, because Yahweh told them you knew what you signed up for. It was a penny. You used to get the penny. So there was no guile in him, It's the perfect example. See, with a I don't want to make this video too long. With a salesman, they're leaving certain things out. That's a fact. They're leaving certain things out. A fisherman is not doing that. A fisher of men is not doing that. We're telling you, a fisher of men is to just gather, to bid the bride to the wedding, really putting you on. We're not leaving anything out. So, salesman versus a fisherman. You need to go towards the fisherman, and not these salesmen that's selling you on things. The world is nothing but salesmen. They're selling you on a lie. They're selling you on things that cannot get you salvation. They're selling you on things, on ways to be that cannot please the Father. The scriptures tell you cannot please the Father in the flesh. And there's nothing really you would want to even really do with a salesman. There's a big difference. So this is really for the elect. Only the elect will understand this. He that hath ears. He that was chosen to give this. He who ears who was not made heavy. Satan out here just tried to run me over with a bus. They tell us in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, be vigilant, for the devil walk around like a roaring lion, seeing who he may devour, paraphrasing. And Yeah, man. So you want to deal with fishermen. You don't want to deal with salesmen. So maybe I'll do a part 2 to this by the Spirit. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom, shalom. Until next time.